Back and forth all on social media today, it was reports and even denied reports that a local rapper from Florida had lost his life.
And after being able to confirm,
getting so many requests, I figure I'd bring it to you guys' attention. And as I was doing research for this story today, it reminded me that most painful stories don't come from the streets. They don't even come from outsiders, but right inside your own family. And today, out of Hollandale, Florida, we got a tragic example of that. A young aspiring rapper in his mid-20s who lost his life at the hands of his own relative. And after doing my research, it seemed like the man we're about to discuss today been making headlines in and out the news and seemed like he couldn't catch a break. A man once signed to Kodak Black, lost his cousin in a gruesome fashion, took his anger out on tracks. Just last year, he lost a good friend who he considered his brother. In the midst of trying to cope, he OD'd, which we'll later discuss and hear from him on his thoughts. But after that, he vowed to change his life, turn his life over to God, and stop doing drugs. But little did he know, months after, he'll lose his life. And not even to the hands of a so-called enemy. Brandon Wham, 25 years old, also known by his rap stage name, is Wam SpinThaBin.
Niggas pure pussy. Begging go out up this drink and I ain't.
That's what I thought that was. I know I seen his face before.
I never leave my brothers, always down to catch a brain. While I'm from the city jungle, in the streets I left.
One of Florida's biggest artists, Kodak Black, is known for signing artists. And in 2017, 2018, under Kodak's Black Sniper Games label, he had talent like Jack Boy, 22 G's, and Wiz the Wizard. Since then, Jack Boy and 22 G's had departed, and Wiz the Wizard unfortunately lost his life. During that time, Wiz the Wizard brought his cousin, who was also considered a local rapper, to Sniper Game, also known as Wam SpinThaBin.
So that was his cousin.
And everything looked like it was on the ups. Until one day, in a video we once covered, September 17, 2021, Wiz the Wizard body was discovered outside a home on Northwest 9th Street.
That shit wicked, bro.
He was in his mid-20s. Police confirmed foul play. Some say his body was chopped up. His cause of death wasn't immediately released, having his death shake up the Florida rap community, especially because he was young and tied to Kodak Black Sniper's game. May he rest in peace and love and condolences to his family.
You ever had one of them days where everything seems to go wrong? I mean, you're just trying to grab a cup of coffee and BAM! You're tangled in a pile of boxes because the shelf is broken. And just like that, I realized sometimes accidents at work are more than just funny stories. They can actually change everything. Trying to handle a workplace injury on your own? It's like trying to fix the broken shelf yourself. More chaos, more headaches, and it's no guarantee that you'll get what you deserve. You got paperwork, insurance calls, and someone always telling you to wait. It's enough to make you wish you had a secret weapon. But here's the thing, there's a team of people that fights for people just like you. For over 35 years, Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, has been winning cases when everybody else said it couldn't be done. In Florida, someone got $12 million after a work accident, even though the insurance was ready to offer just $350,000. In Pennsylvania, a worker was awarded $26 million, which was 40 times the initial offer. These are not just numbers. They're real victories for real people, all thanks to the team that fights hard for justice. More than 1,000 attorneys across all 50 states, like a legal squad ready to jump into action. Yeah. They've recovered over $25 billion for clients. And they have a long history of helping workers get what they're owed. Because when you're injured at work, you shouldn't have to go at it alone. You can just click the link below or the QR code that's on your screen. No endless waits or confusing forms. Just a quick way to start protecting your rights today. So if you had an accident on the job, do not risk doing it alone. You can check out Morgan & Morgan, because even in the toughest workplace accidents, a strong team makes all the difference. And trust me, there's a reason why they're America's largest injury law firm. It's because they fight for the people just like you.
Wham wanted out his contract. He even went to Instagram to voice his opinion on Kodak and Sniper Game. He said the whole SG flamed in Tallahassee. Security got us chopped. I was the only hitting back. Nigga was front line about that SG most deaf. Let's see who gonna get active. Rapping is jit. But eventually he was able to get out his contract. It was alleged that he paid $300,000 and started his own label, Double M Records, which was something him and his cousin, Wiz the Wizard, had started when he first started rapping.
Start rapping because Wiz.
Fast forward to 2023, Wam SpinThaBin would take another loss. A close friend of his he considered like his brother had lost his life. His name was Blood. May he rest in peace. And trying to cope with that pain, Wham had overdosed.
Damn.
He felt like he died and came back.
But he overdosed
shortly
on.
after he went to Instagram and said the following: 2023, no more perks.
Oh, perks.
No more juice. The following
Perks
year, in
and lean.
2024, he spoke about that experience on his interview on Off the Porch and giving his life to God.
Going through a whole bunch of shit, you feel me? Alright.
Now, with battling with so much in the last couple of years, Friday, August 29th,
he just passed,
2025,
too.
Hollandale Beach police say they were investigating a fatal shoot of 25-year-old Brandon Wham.
Damn.
They said they responded to a shot spotter alert on the 500 block of Northwest 6th Avenue. Authorities said Whamley was transported to a nearby hospital with gunshot wounds and later succumbed to his injuries. They said the preliminary findings suggest that the incident was isolated and the victim and the suspected gunman was acquainted. Hollandale Beach police continue to search for the shooter, going door to door looking for clues. A man who lived by told the local news in Spanish that he took off and hid in his bathroom after hearing multiple gunshots. The reports had quickly surfaced online that Wham had lost his life, but somehow a page allegedly connected to him was disputing it. But check out the news clip.
Say a 25-year-old man didn't survive, and they're still trying to make an arrest in this case.
Shanae Amara takes us to Hallandale Beach with a safety alert from police.
Police identify the man killed as 25-year-old Brandon Whamley. Now, I was able to briefly speak with his family. They say they are too heartbroken right now to speak and processing what happened.
Now, though much details is not released on the motive and exactly what happened,
Right.
the fact that they saying alleged relative had did it is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The man who was battling with so much, and just months after speaking on an interview about turning his life to God and
Damn.
possibly ODing after trying to cope with the death of his close loved one. It's a crazy story to think about. I want to say rest in peace once again to the victim.
streets,
and every
bro.
victim.
The streets, bro. It's the streets, bro. It ain't nothing else, bro. It's the streets, bro. That shit'll fuck you up, gang. The streets don't care if you gave your life to God. You feel me? As messed up as it sound, the streets do not care, bro. The streets don't care that, you know, your cousin died. The streets don't care that you ain't on that no more. That's the craziest part about all of
that
this
she
shit,
talked
gang.
about in the story. Love and condolences to the families and love and prayers to anyone who was affected by this story we just talked about. It's a sad reminder that tomorrow not promised.
Yeah.
Try your best to live life, fam, and live life the best way possible. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. This was the
Damn.
story of local
Rest
rapper.
in peace, SpinThaBin, bro. That's crazy.
Back and forth all on social media today. It was reports and even denied reports that a local rapper